Hi and welcome to this week's Something for the Weekend. I'm Tony, sales manager here at Martin Lynch & Sons, and today we're going to be doing the used walk around. I know it's a personal favourite of yours. Right, starting over here, we have the flagship of Kenwood, the TS-990S. So 200 watts output on this, dual receive. And the good thing about these is you can go straight out to display, and also there's USB connection if you want to do digital modes. Now, new price on these is circa £6,000 plus. So at under £5,000, there's a great saving on the 990. And again, if you want to go for another flagship, we can look at the 101. So we go here, got a 101MP from Yaesu. Again, 200 watts and twin receive. If you looked at the Sherwood charts, the receive reports on these is absolutely superb. So if you're into your Sherwood reports, have a quick look. And we've got the little 101D next to that as well. So it's 100 watts. And obviously you'll need a PSU to run this one. Sort of main differences between the two is you've got the VCT tuner as standard on the 101MP. With a 101D, obviously we can get that added on for you for the sub receive. It's not a problem. Okay, moving across, we'll stick with Yaesu and we'll go for the 950. So this 950 is 100 watts on HF and 6 meters. Nice simple radio to operate. You know, it's a fair size. There's my hand in comparison. So it's a proper base station. Now, there are some marks on the top, as we always like to point out. As you can see here, it has been sort of covered a little bit there by the previous owner. Let's bring it out a bit. And this is what I was saying on the previous videos with regards to condition, etc. So, you know, you're not really seeing it from the front if you've got it under a shelf, but there are some marks on there. So be aware if you are looking to purchase that. 2 antenna sockets on the output as well. So if you're running one on 6 meters, you can have that out separately. And as per 6 meters, I mean, this week it's been amazing, absolutely amazing. So hopefully you've worked a lot of DX on 6. Right, moving across, another Yaesu product, the FT-991. So this is the predecessor to the 991A that you're all familiar with now. HF, 6 meters, 270 and C4 FM. And, you know, for a shack in a box, £849. And, you know, it's kind of a current radio, so you're not going back to the ARC. That's a really, really good purchase if you want to cover most of the bands in your shack. Okay, moving across, we've got some tuners here. So we've got a 949E. Nice and simple. You've got the bypass on this. Good thing with the 949 as well is it's got the built-in dummy load, which is always handy and a must for any shack. I'm going to turn this around because if you haven't seen the rear of one of these, oh, here we go. So as you can see, coaxial inputs there, 1 and 2, one to the radio, and then you can run a wire antenna there or balance feed. So they're good. They're a good little bit of kit. They've been around for forever, for absolutely forever. Right, and another tuner, MFJ again, 994. So 600 watts on this one, 300 watts on CW. Again, this one's automatic, so you can get the relevant lead for your radio, etc. That's not a problem. Right, looking at smaller radios, FT-818 at 479, and again, these are over £600 new now. So that's a great deal. Obviously, this one doesn't have the original box, but as you can probably see from the bags at the back here, we've got the charger, the microphone, and the DC lead, etc. Now, one of these, Mr. JSX, one of his favourites, and I believe he's done a little video on these. So, got 2 of these in actually. So, FT-1500M, 2 meters only, great for APRS, great if you're running sort of digimodes as well. 50 watts output, and it's basically one big heatsink, but absolutely tiny, as you can see, and a great little bit of kit. So if you want to try and hide that in the car, that's perfect. Be quick on these, because as I said, I've only got 2 of these, and they rarely come up, so that will fly up very quickly. Again, FT-2980, managed to get another one of these in, so 2 meters again, 80 watts I believe on these. So if you want a little bit more power on FM, hit that local repeater. then that's a great radio for that. Next to that, FTM-300DE, so current model at 299, again 270 and C4 FM. Now, as I said, 6 meters has been great lately. VHF, there's been a fair bit of propagation as well, so why not an Icom IC-910? 270 and 23 SEMs on these. Got a couple of these in, so one up there and one here. Again, really good condition. You know, they've been around for a good few years now, so it's great to find. You'll see here there's just a little bit of wear just on the top, but for its age it is really, really good. Okay, 7300. We all know about the 7300 at 925. So again, great saving on the price of a new one. So we've got that one there, and we've got a special one as well if you go down to your left, Henry, which is this one here for a little bit more money. And that one comes with the PTRX board fitted as well. So if you want to run it out to like an SDR play, for example, and then put it into a larger screen, you can do it with that one. Okay, nice classics now, 718 and the FT-840. So 718, again, been around for absolutely forever. Still available in the States, I believe, but not available in the UK anymore. Plain and simple HF operation, no FM on that. Got an 840 here. I'll need to check if that's got the FM board, but we will put it on the listing if it does. I had one of these as one of my first radios, really simple to use. Nice VFO, and the audio on these is lovely. It's that old Yaesu warm audio. So that's a great radio, backup radio, or if you just want to take one on holiday, etc. Right, next to that, 590SG from Kenwood. HF and 6 meters, again, USB interface on the back. I like to mention that when it's got a USB interface, just because a lot of guys are running FT8 now. So really, really simple when you've got USB on the back of your radio. Okay, next to that, a nice classic FT-897D. And this one comes with the power supply and the tuner. So power supply is fitted at the bottom basically, and you can plug straight into the mains with that. And dropping down to that, Icom IC-7100, HF6, 270 and D-Star, my personal favourite. Nice clear screen on these. Good thing with these, built-in speaker in the head as well. And even though it's facing away from you, they've done a great job, and the audio does sound very good for these head units. So there we go. Nice diamond GSV 6000 power supply, 60 amp power supply. And next to that we've got a nice little 30 amp Palstar, which is kind of very much like the Midel 304s. I've still got one of these at home as well. I've had that since I was first licensed, which was a fair while ago. Right, moving across, we're going to go onto this shelf here, Henry. So again, another 910HX with the 23 SEMs. You'll notice that the prices are different on each one. Again, it all depends whether the item's boxed and what the purchase price was. So if we did manage to get it, you know, within the bundle, then we're trying to give you the savings as well. So you've got a bit of choice, and again, be quick. If you see it, you want to buy it quickly. 590S, predecessor to the SG that we saw there. Only difference is you don't get your CW decoder, and I think it's only 2 colour options on the screen on these, but 749, that is an amazing radio. Again, check the Sherwood reports regarding the receiver on those. Icom 7610, full colour screen, HF6. More to say about the 7610 is it just works. It's just a great radio, dual receiver as well. And again, when it comes to interfacing through for digital modes, etc., USB connectivity. Got another 590SG there for under £1,000. A couple of ELAD FDM DUOs if you're into QRP. These are great radios. 5 watts output on these. You can use them as a standalone radio, or you can link it up to your PC and run it as you would with a standard SDR radio. Something a little bit different there. Bearcat UBC 370 CLT scanner with a built-in alarm clock. Surprised that's still here actually, but that's great. You know, if you want to pop it by the side of the bed and have a cheeky little listen before you go to sleep. MFJ-259C Analyser, and remember, if you do purchase this, don't lend it to a friend because you'll never see it again. MFJ-945E, which is classed as a mobile tuner, but you know, it's perfectly good for the shack. There's no problem there. 450D, HF 600 watts and auto ATU. 8600 Mark II scanner next to that. And we've got a nice little this. I wasn't too sure what to do with this, but I thought we'd go with it. So 70 SEMS only. Kenwood TM-441E. It's just in very nice condition, so I thought we'd run with that. Someone will find a use for that on 70 SEMS. Okay, coming over, ARDV1. Again, these are sort of circa 1200 to 1300 pounds. So that's a good saving. Got a nice little Kenpro KP-200 key with the settings as well, so you can do your memory key on there. And KW207 Super Match next to that. Now if you go up, this is my bargain of the day, TS-430S with all the filters fitted and FM at $399. Now I was gifted one of these radios a long time ago, thank you Tito for that, and great radio, absolutely amazing radio, just does the job perfectly well. It's got that traditional kind of Kenwood feel to it. And that is an absolute bargain, I can tell you that now. Next to that, we've got an ICR 8600 receiver. Again, current model. SP-38, which will go with your 7300, 9700 or 8600. That's fine. And then if we go over to here, and follow me, we've got more used. And again, got another classic 897 there. And this one comes with an 8897 and a power supply as well. That was my preferred tuner out of the two, I'll be honest with you, and a lovely case as well that you can take it away with. 590SG, and then a nice selection of microphones here. So we've got a Hull PR40 in champagne, I believe, and that comes with the prism mounts and also the PTT base. So we've kept that all as one package. I just thought that was very nice, and just push your PTT and away you go. It's $349, good price. Yaesu's M1 flagship microphone. Again, as you know, these are sort of nigh on £600. So if you fancy dipping your toe into the water of a flagship mic with all the audio processing built in, there you go. Z817, I believe there's no new ones around at the moment, so be quick on that. BHI Desktop Mark II, comes with the PSU and the leads. And then we've got a triplexer here. So I will check on this because I'm not too sure what this covers, but it will be, yeah, so HF, 70 SEMS and 23 SEMS. So perfect for your 9700. Nice little case for an FT3, a little BC-07 charger here. There's the other FT-1500M that we spoke about. Got a nice set of Radiosport RS-20 listen-only headphones. And one of these. Now, we've not seen one of these for a while. This might bring back some memories for you. So, PacComm SPIRIT-2 and £100. I'm not even sure if that's been used. And there's the connections on the rear to help you out. Okay, there we go. Also got a buddy pole kit here, which is just a standard buddy pole, I believe. Also Paradan, the antenna disconnects, which are superb. If anything happens, your antennas just disconnect. Check our ML&S.TV for the videos on those. Okay, then moving across. We've got the FT-7900, VHF and UHF, FM, and wideband receive on those as well. I believe they do airband receive, if I remember. Got one of these, AOR ARD 300. Not seen one of these for a long time. Digital decoder for the AR3000. Got another 8600 receiver. Nice little mass SPS-250 at the back here, power supply. Ideal if you're going travelling. Nice dummy load there as well. And we've got an SP-39 here as well. So if you're looking at the 8600 or you've got one already, this is basically the speaker, i.e. like the SP-38, with the power supply built in, so you can run the radio straight off of that. Okay, little MFJ current balun, ideal for your antenna projects. SPE 1.3 with ATU. I've actually just bought another one of these in as well, so I've got two of these which will be going live hopefully this weekend. So fingers crossed we're going to get them all checked out and they'll be going live this weekend. As you know, SPE, if you want a new SPE, you'll be waiting 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 months before you get one, so there'll be a good saving on those as well. Another little ELAD, this one in the racing red. And a lot more used, which John and the guys are working on at the moment, and I know Manu's been booking in like crazy with the used equipment. So again, if you've got any used equipment that you want to get rid of or trade in, by all means give me a call, or best thing to do is send an email through to sales@hamradio.co.uk and we'll get it sorted for you, come back to you with a quote, decide where you want to go from there. Again, with the used equipment, 3 months warranty is standard, and if it's got any manufacturer's warranty, we will honour that as well. And bear in mind obviously that the Yaesu doesn't transfer though. Okay, right, we're going to leave it there. Thank you for your support again this week. Been a lot of guys ringing in, asking questions about the air squitter. Don't forget, if you want to place your order for that, stocks are pretty low, so get in quick with that. And we're going to be doing another order, so we should get some within a couple of weeks or so. Anyway, take care, have a wonderful weekend, and I hope you enjoyed the Jubilee.